Hello guys, and welcome to another IG Live. This week we are talking about how to remove sexual shame. For those of you who are new here, my name is Scotty Unfamous, your resident whore. I'm not joking. Anyway, so obviously I do my little rundown each week. I have worked with companies such as Love Honey and Bondara and Durex and Lelo, and I've been on Channel 4 and Channel 5 and Sunday Times recently, Days Magazine, Complex Magazine, Vogue, Teen Vogue, Grazia, a whole bunch of other good stuff. I also teach people about sex, and my entire mission here is to teach you guys how to live your best whole life. Hi guys, how are you doing? Are you all alright? So yeah, this week we're going to be discussing removing sexual shame, as I said, and you guys sent me loads of questions. Also, for those of you who are new here, if you do have any questions, please wait until I have replied to the ones that were sent in on time. Also, just to remind you lot, while you are still filling up the room, my next online workshop, I really forgot the name. My next online workshop, Between the Sheets, is a couples play workshop where you can come by yourself or with your partner. They don't have to be with you in the same location. And I'm basically going to teach you how to revive your sex life and or make your sex life better, you know. Teach you some hoe shit. And it's going to be in conjunction with Into the Wild. You're going to get a free gift. Hello, Taylor. How you doing, my love? All right. So, I keep pressing the wrong thing. Right. So, as we are starting now, I'm going to get into the questions. I've literally been working all day, which is terrible for me. I hate this for me. I don't deserve to do manual labour. Not really manual labour, whatever. Anyway. All right, so to get into the first question, which one should I do first? Oh, if you lot are going to ask questions as well, please try not to type them. I mean, you can type if you're talking to each other, fine. But if you're going to type questions to ask me, there's a little question box down in the corner. Please drop it there. But do know that if you drop them down there, it will not be anonymous. You should have sent them one time. Right. Right, which one should I start with? Okay, so the first one I'm going to begin with. I'm almost 36 and have only slept with one person. For those of you who are just joining us, we're talking about removing sexual shame. So this can be anything that you are ashamed of sexually, especially, for vulva owners, because there's, oh my God, I don't even have my moon music on, guys. So unprepared. I was too busy putting on glitter. There, my mood music is there now. But yeah, so obviously women kind of suffer from this stuff a bit more than men, but men also have stuff too. Not that any men wrote in, but that's their personal problem. They don't need my help. They know everything since they got their degree. I'm joking. Right, so yes, so as I said, the question was that the person is almost 36 and they've only slept with one person. Now this is actually quite interesting because I have another question in here about sleeping with too many people, and there are thank you and there's so much pressure on women, to be quite chaste and to themselves, don't have a high body count, and then at the same time you don't want to be frigid and all this kind of stuff. And it's because of all these different pressures, it's so hard to find the happy medium. And what my answer basically is to you is it's not about the amount of people that you've slept with. It's, if you want to have more sex, if that is your question, then thank you. If you want to have more sex, then it's a case of putting yourself out there. Because there's no definitive amount of sex partners you guys are supposed to have. You can stick with as many or as few people as you want. What you really should be thinking about is the quality of the sex you're having, not how many people you're having it with. Because sometimes some body counts don't count. Because exactly, quality over quantity. Some body counts don't count because sometimes you add a body and the sex was dead. If the sex is dead, it doesn't matter. The Lord said. But yeah, it is okay for you guys to go and explore your sexuality as you see fit. Everybody else's opinion, people would rather women sit up in their room, popping out babies by immaculate conception and, cleaning the house and being a therapist for their partners and all this other shit. But then they also want you to be this like amazing sex whore who like knows everything. You can suck the dick all the way in the back of your esophagus, and you can put your leg around your own neck and eat your own fanny. Like, there's so much shit that you're expected to be able to do in the bedroom, but then they don't want you to get the practice in, and that is where the problem lies. Okay. How am I meant to be good in bed if I'm not allowed to be in the bed with anybody else but myself? Do you see? Common sense is not common. But yeah, so I don't think that you should feel ashamed of only sleeping with one person. You could probably use that. You could use that as a pickup line, babes, really and truly. Listen, you have to utilize the weapons that you were given. But I've only slept with one person. I'm basically a virgin. Or, yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, as you guys have been staying here, like, with me each week, like, you've seen that there are some of you who are, like, getting into your 30s and you're still virgins and stuff. Like, it's completely fine. But yeah, if you feel uncomfortable with not having sex with anyone or anything like that, like, it's your life, it's your body, it's up to you to do something about it. Bitch, if I could throw a dick your way, I would. All I can give you is sex toys. But yeah, like, try some dating sites. Anyway, remember, outside is unlocking properly. When is it? May what? May something. I don't know when it is. But outside is unlocking properly. The dicks are free. Go forth and whore. Okay, let me move on to the next one. Which one do I want to do next? Okay, anal. They just wrote anal. I think I have another anal one here as well. Okay, so someone does anal and someone wants to try anal. So I'm gonna answer these two together. I know that anal can be a funny subject, as you don't know, which I didn't realize that you had taken so much note of. But even I am trying to begin an anal journey because I feel like I must. But I don't think that anal sex is anything to be ashamed of, especially like working in this field. You would be surprised with the amount of people that actually just have anal sex all willy-nilly. They have strong buttholes and low, high pain thresholds. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Like, sometimes even you lot be giving me fucking butt sex tips and shit. But yeah, like, if it's something that you want to try it. Like, is it the most hygienic? Is sex in general hygienic? Not really. It's not. It's just messy. It's nasty. But like, there are ways around participating in anal sex that you can make it as hygienic as possible. So, for example, you know, if you try to eat, I think you have to eat like fibrous foods during the day so that you can just kind of clear out your stuff, or try to not eat before you do it. There are also like herb pills that you can take to kind of flush out your system. You can also use a douche, and I think douches are quite cheap as well. You can get them on loads of sex toy sites. And if you don't know what a douche is something, it's like a little stick with a hole in it and it's got a ball at the end, and you basically put water in it and you stick it up your ass and you squeeze it, and then you have to kind of hold it and you sit over the toilet and you push it out. But yeah, you know, those are ways to clean it. And like I said, a lot of people are into it, and this is how you know a lot of people are into it secretly. How many times have you been in the bed with a man and he has tried to put it in the wrong hole, and then it's not until you said no, oh my bad, you knew that was not the hole. You found it, and ass does not feel like a vagina, you nasty bitch. So yeah, if it's something that you are into and you want to try, discuss it with your lovers. If it's something that you do and you enjoy, bitch, continue to fucking enjoy it. Listen, this year, not even just this, we can't even say just this year, these last 2 years have been stress, okay? Life has been kind of fucking weird, okay? And if it's taught you anything, it is that the best time to live your life is now, because you never know when Boris is going to lock you up again, okay? Enjoy your fucking soul. And be safe. Be safe. Professional. Be safe. Okay, next question. I have an STI that's very negatively stigmatized. Okay. I liked that this question was sent in to me, so thank you for the lady who sent it in. guys, at some point in your life, everyone is going to have a fucking STI or an STD. Like, that's just life. Some of them are just unavoidable. You know, all you can really do is like practice safe sex the best you can and try to make sure that you are discussing your safety and your like the condition of your sexual health with your partners. But everybody is going to get an STI, and I think that it's so shit that there is so much stigma around it and people feel so ashamed, and that's why it's hard to have these conversations if you do have something, because you don't want to run off the person that you're seeing. Do you get what I mean? Like, something that all of you will have at some point, regardless of if you know it or not. You will all get HPV at some point. What HPV is, it's the human papillomavirus, and it's basically the thing that could essentially start like cervical cancer, which is why it's the reason that you have to get your smear tests. That's what they're testing for. It's like an abnormal cell, and HPV can be passed on regardless of if you're using protection or not. Because say like you put a dick on the condom, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. You put a condom on a dick. Say if it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom of the penis, that little piece of skin down the bottom, you could contract HPV that way. There's bare different strains, but I think like only, I have a post. But yeah, there's loads of strains. So I think over 100 strains, and I think like a small fraction of them can obviously turn into cervical cancer and stuff like that. You can get genital warts from it, yada yada yada. The other thing with HPV is that men do not have any symptoms. Now that technology has kind of advanced, they have the HPV vaccine, which they give to people under, oh my god, I think is it under 25? You get them? But yeah, if you like came up in school and stuff in this day and age, you can get the HPV vaccine. For the rest of us, we must just suffer. But yeah, most of the time it will kind of go away on its own, and you know, you may also have no symptoms at all. Like, my point is, everybody is going to have an STI at a certain point, and I don't think that we should ever feel ashamed of having it, because this is the thing, it's not like you're running around like, yeah, I want to get the clap, I want to get gonorrhea, like, that's not what's happening. It's just, you know, sometimes you get caught in the moment, or you know better, but you're not doing better, and you know, you catch something. Get tested, and if you are sexually active, you should be getting tested every 3 to 6 months. Even if you're in a relationship, bitch, because people cheat. I know it. No, not my partner. You don't know, bitch. You don't know. Every 3 to 6 months, you should be testing yourself. But yeah, I don't think you should feel any way about having an STI. And I know that's easier said than done, because we have been conditioned to kind of feel ashamed of it in that way. But like I said, it fucking happens. If you have sex, it's gonna happen at some point. Exactly, Yasmin, exactly. Sometimes these partners, your faithful lover is the one that's fucking about and giving you these STIs and STDs or whatever. Or sometimes, you know, there are people out there that will have STIs and STDs and will knowingly have unprotected sex with you and just not disclose it because, you know, they have the embarrassment, or some people are just dickheads. Okay, or they don't know, because remember, like, for a lot of the things, I think men are not really symptomatic of them. But yeah, do not feel any way about having STI or STD. Everybody gets them. It's life. Okay, next question. Which one do I want to do next? Numbers. I feel like I shouldn't have too many sexual partners outside of relationships. Okay, so there's a reason that I wanted to do this topic. Because a lot of the times we have these thoughts, right, that, you know, we must be doing this and we shouldn't be doing that. And it's things that have been taught to us. And often, because it's just the way that society is, we don't think to question these things. If you have, and this is the other thing as well, different people have different definitions of how many sexual partners is too many. Like, it's all subjective, and it's all obviously down to different people. Some people will care how many, some people just won't give a shit. Are you a nice person? Can you suck a good dick? But yeah, in terms of you feel like you shouldn't have too many, babes, if you want to have sex at your big grown adult age, with your own big grown adult body, fucking have sex. Nothing is going to happen to you. Oh, you're a slut. Okay. What do we do now? What do we do now? You called me a slut. What? I must fall down and die. Do you get what I mean? And there's this whole thing of the sexual shame and pressures that are put on women to, you know, kind of remain pure and all this kind of stuff. And then you grow up and women kind of don't want to, what's the word, like, explore that side of them. And this is how we have adult women now that are not having orgasms, because they were not allowed to explore themselves enough because of all these shames and stuff. And now they're just having shit sex for the rest of their life. I'm not saying that that's the case for everyone. But you get what I mean. If you want to get some dick, not even get some dick, if you want to get your nut, get your fucking nut, okay? This is the other thing. Bitch, you are young once, okay? Right now is the youngest that you will ever be again. If you want to have sex, go and do it. There are so many. This is the other thing as well. You lot are worrying about body counts. Do you know the things that people are doing in these streets? Do you know? You don't know what the things that people are doing in these streets. I remember you don't DM me, so I know what people are doing in these streets, okay? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Sex is pleasurable for a reason, okay? Because we're meant to enjoy it. You don't have to enjoy it to the extent that somebody else will. But my point is, you have agency over your own body. You are not here. You are not a representative of all women, of all black women, of all Asian women, of all white women, of your family, of your friends. You are nobody's motherfucking representative, bitch, okay? You're not here to do PR for nobody. If you want to pop that pussy, then motherfucking pop it, bitch. If a man doesn't want to be with you because of your number, then forget him. He isn't the guy for you. You're grown. Do you? Exactly. Thank you, anomaly parties. Now, I know that this is not something that everyone will agree with, and you don't have to agree. Like I said, if you would like to keep yourself chaste, that is your prerogative, bitch. Enjoy yourself in whichever way is good for you. But if you want to explore more, go and fucking do it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to live your life for other people, and then you're going to get older, and you're going to, you know, not be able to do anything anymore. Your fanny's gonna dry up, your titties are gonna drop to your knees, and you know, you're sitting there having regrets for, oh, I could have fucked Charlie that time, but I didn't because of what somebody might have said. Do you get what I mean? It's very pointless in the end. We are all going to die. I know you don't like it when I say that. I don't care. We are all going to die one day. Life is here to be lived, so motherfucking live it. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next question. All right. I have marks from ingrown hairs. Okay, so this is something that I think a lot of women are quite conscious of, because, you know, when you see like pornography or just like models and everything, you know, everything's all airbrushed and smoothed out, and nobody has any little pop marks or anything on their bodies. It's just perfect and, you know, it's smooth, and maybe it's me, but that was the wrong. I was just trying to sing the Venus one. I forgot the way that it went. Anyway, most people have ingrown hair. Like if you shave, if you do any kind of hair removal, for the most part, I think waxing is a bit better. But I know, especially if you shave, you are going to get ingrown hairs, and it will leave marks on your body. And do you know where that changes? Nothing. That's where it doesn't change nothing. And, you know, some of us, we worry like, oh, what will our partners think? If your partner's been having sex for a while, I promise you, your ingrown hair or your mark or scar or whatever it is on your fanny is not the first one he's fucking seen. It's not. It's not. Like if he's getting it in, it's not the first one they've seen. And I think that is something that scares us a lot as well, like especially when new partners come along, because we are afraid to some extent of, you know, comparison to their exes or other women that they've slept with, or partners that they've slept with in general. Is it the WAP? It's still the WAP. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Anyway, what's the point I'm making? I'm here fucking busting jokes with you lot. I'm supposed to be teachers. Stop distracting me. But yeah, what point was I fucking making, guys? Oh my god, somebody remind me. Okay, that's it. Yeah. And we compare ourselves to, you know, the people that they would have been with before, and you know, we kind of, because we don't know what these people's bodies are like or what their sex is like, we like build this thing up in our head, like, oh my god, they must have had the cleanest pum pum in the world. Oh, look at this troll. Yuck. Anybody who has seen bodies know, because this is even a thing as well. When you see men's bodies, you know, when they get naked, are they perfect? No. They have these hairy asses and shit. You know, their balls all crooked and their foreskin bare long. Just get what I mean? Like, you are human beings and you are allowed to be human beings. Stop putting yourself under so much fucking pressure. Nobody has this idealized body that you think that you should have. Okay? Just be a fucking human. I need some coffee. Yes, troll. But yeah, remember I said if you don't have any other questions, please drop them in the question box below. I can see one is there already, but I'm going to go back to the ones I already sent in. Which one should we go to next? I struggle shaving down there due to a skin condition and always feel dirty even though I'm clean. Okay. You don't have to have a shaved pussy. That it's fine. If you have a skin condition, stop. Listen, sometimes things are just not for you, and that is okay. Like, if you have a skin condition, shaving it is probably going to irritate it in some way and make it worse. Just let your funny hair grow, babes. Like, this is the thing. Our funny hair, when we get to a certain age and our hormones develop, hair starts sprouting. It's supposed to fucking be there. We take it off for aesthetics and whatever, but pussy is pussy, bitch. There is a rug muncher out there waiting for you. Okay, I'm being serious. No, that was serious. But you see what I mean? Like, guys, listen. Women, you are allowed to have adult women bodies. Like, if you don't want to shave your legs or your armpits or your fanny or wax your ass, you don't fucking have to. If you have that little tash above your lip, that's fine. Everybody has, you got a little sideburn action. There's that one random chin hair that just keeps popping up every fucking month. It's fine. It is okay. We are conditioned to put so much pressure on ourselves to look a certain way and behave a certain way. It's like, and then sometimes these things can conflict with who we are or what is best for us. Like, you need to do what's good for you, bitch. Stop doing what's good for everybody motherfucking else. And a lot of the times when you're trying to do stuff that's good for other people, are these people doing what's good for you? That's what you need to ask yourself. Are they doing what's good for you while you're trying to do what's good for them? I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourself. I'm enjoying this too. Alright. Alright, next one. My weight gained since lockdown. I gained like I can't even ride my man any longer. Do you know what? But everybody got fat during lockdown. I mean, some of you bitches was doing extra shit like working out in your house, going for daily walks. Congratulations, motherfucking bitch. I did not. But yeah, if I don't think weight gain is anything to be ashamed of, because you know what? This is life and your weight is gonna go up and down. If it bothers you, gyms are open now. Go gym. That's all you can do. Like, and I think as well, something that I always tell you, I will pick up the cup to not drink it. Something that I always tell you lot, yes, I will drag you lot. Something that I always tell you lot, right, is that you have to love yourself at every single step of your journey. Your weight is always going to fluctuate in some way, especially as you get older. Bitch, when you get over 30, oh my god, this fat is stubborn, bitch. Like a mule. But yeah, like, it's okay if you gain a little weight, bitch. You still cute. And even if you can't ride the dick, bitch, you can suck it. Like the worst advice. Just put it in your mouth. You know, do the hand jobs, whatever. But like, you know, if you feel like, and I get it. I get what you mean about the whole, because I'm gonna be real. Like, I too, in case you've noticed, actually have put on weight during this lockdown. And I'm not gonna lie, my form is not as good as it used to be. Before he used to give me back shots, I used to throw it back and just, yes, soul clap. Now it's you know when your core isn't strong, you're getting doggy and you're lying on the floor, bitch. It's a new position. No, it's not, you lazy hoe. But yeah, like, just get your strength back out, bitch. Okay, it's fine. It really is. You are still cute. The man still wants to do what he's doing with you. And listen, you don't know I'm a pillow princess, and I always complain about riding anyway. Riding is a lot of motherfucking work. You have been locked up in the house for over a year, okay? It is okay to get tired, okay? You have not moved anywhere but from your bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen to the living room to your bedroom to the bar. Do you get what I mean? Like, the exercise has not been there the way that it was before because of Boris Johnson. Okay? Everybody's going through it, bitch. I'm sure even your partner. This is bad advice, but I'm gonna sit in it. When you feel bad about what you are lacking in because of lockdown, look at what your partner is lacking into, and then it is fine. You have even the playing field for yourself. You don't need to feel guilty. He put on weight too. Okay. But yeah, that's my advice, bitch. Love yourself. If you want to get your shit back, get your shit back. And if you're too tired to ride, suck a dick. Next question. Alright, which one do I want to do next? Because you're sent in some good ones. Oh, this one's interesting. Alright, so this person's sexual shame thing is other people's toxic fantasies of them. And I think that's really interesting because, you know, each person gets like fetishized in their own way, you know, regardless of, you know, I guess it can be race, religion, where you're from, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think that is something for you necessarily to be ashamed of. I think that it is on the people that are fetishizing you need to be motherfucking ashamed. Because listen, just because you are from somewhere or you look a certain way, it doesn't mean that you're going to act a certain way or like certain things. Like, bitch, you can be a fully fledged, multi-dimensional human regardless of where you're from. I think what it's down to is just you vetting who you're sleeping with better. Like, if you have a conversation with the person and you kind of, you know, get a vibe that they're going in a weird direction, that's when you know to leave. Like, sometimes I know we like to enjoy red flags because we want to do fucking crystal maze, do fucking Jumanji with these men, trying to unlock all the challenges. Bitch, sometimes you don't need to be challenged. Sometimes the shit is just shit, and sprinkling glitter on it will not make it any less shitty, okay? But yeah, if people are projecting toxic fantasies on you, and you know, she's a black woman, so I'm gathering what it is, probably like, oh, you know, you're a hoe and you want to twerk, and not all of us can twerk, and also not all of us have ass, okay? Like, you know, like, they want to call you fucking chocolate. Kitchi, kitchi, mocha, chocolata, yeah. All this shit, like. Like I said, if you see a red flag, bitch, acknowledge it. And stop trying to be cute and give yourself challenges to unlock, because you will lose the game, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so another one. Oh, this one was interesting. So this person said that they are ashamed of not having an Instagram body. And when I initially read that, I kind of thought, yeah, you know they love to call you chocolate. Nubian princess, yes, empress. And when you say you're from Jamaica, they're like, oh, you like Bob Marley? Yes, man, jerk chicken. Shut up. I don't eat it, it's too spicy. I do, but I'm just... But yeah, let me go back to the question. Right, so you're not always distracting me. Right, so not having an Instagram body. why don't you think that it's weird that we're in this space now where we feel like we have to have genetically modified bodies to look attractive? And it's funny because bodies are treated like fashion, you know, like back in like the 1800s, you know, it was all about being plump and, you know, Rubenesque. That's why all them kind of jiggly ladies being painted with grapes. So delicate. And then, you know, you had, I'm going to jump way forward because I don't know all the styles. What is an Instagram body? So the Instagram body is, you know, like the big tits, the tiny waist, the BBL bum, you know, trying to have the right thigh ratio, I guess. You know, that whole hourglass, the Kardashian shape, essentially, is the Instagram body. Sorry, someone rang the doorbell. Anyway, like, you don't have to look like that. And this is the thing as well, like, think of all the people that you follow, and some of them that you compliment, oh my god, this is amazing, that. All of them don't look like they have this Instagram body. So why do you care that you don't have one? Like, because you can clearly see evidence that you can be paying without it. Like, remember back in like the 90s and like the 90s runway models were all kind of, you know, kind of soft but very small, you know, very non-curvaceous. And then remember in the early 2000s when like size 0 was a thing and like being anorexic was like the look. Like, you have your fucking body. Like your body. Like, why do you want other ones? Keep in mind that those Instagram bodies only show you the best side of themselves as well. Exactly. Like, do you not remember that thing with what's her name? I was gonna say Chloe Kardashian. Was it about like 2 weeks ago or something? And there was like an unedited photo of her that came out. And remember, this woman, she went and lost all the weight. She went and got her ass done, even though she wants to, like, it's natural. No, it's not, bitch. You can't grow an ass. Like Scott's told it, they don't grow it. Like, and yeah, it was just a picture of her standing there, and her body was perfectly fine. Like, her stomach was flat. She wasn't posed in any way to look like super curvy or whatever. And the Kardashians were doing this thing where they wanted to like sue people that were posting it, like, oh, you must take it down and or we're gonna call our lawyers. Even the people that have their asses done and their tits done and the teeth and the nose and the fox brows and I don't know what else people get done. Even they are unhappy. So, and this is why I'm always drilling into you, like, that you can't just keep worrying about what you look like on the outside if you haven't actually fixed what the real problem is, which is the inside. And this is the other thing. I know that this isn't the first time that you've heard it, and I shouldn't have to say it all the motherfucking time, bitch. You should know. Do you get what I mean? And I've also recommended to you guys to follow people who look like you, because sometimes when you are inundated with images of with images of people who look nothing like you, your brain starts to kind of process this as the ideal, which is why we always have these conversations around representation and stuff, because you need to see that you are normal and you are beautiful the way that you are. Bitch, you are motherfucking divine anyway, because you're already a woman, okay? Like, I think what you need to do is do the inner work. Find the things that are going to make you feel good about yourself, whether it's, I don't know, you want to learn new makeup, or if you want to work out, I guess. You want to work out, or, you know, you want to get some new clothes or change up your style, or, do you get what I mean? Like, there are ways for you to feel good in your body and compliment yourself. This is another thing about the UK, this whole humble tip. If you like listen to the podcast that I was on last week, the Classic Money podcast, all of this humble, oh no, I'm nothing, I am but a peasant, like, because, you know, we don't want to come across arrogant. Bitch, you are allowed to love yourself, and you do not have to care about what people think about it, because it's none of their motherfucking business. They need to mind their business and go and love themselves, okay? But we're gonna jump on from that one. What's the next one I want to go to? Alright, so this person, their sexual shame issue is giving oral sex to my boyfriend. Okay, why do you have shame around? Actually, that's a stupid question. Why am I asking myself that? Because I remember, like, growing up, like, giving head, like being a head mount. It was just like the worst thing you could do. Oh my God, I don't suck dick. That's for whores. Disgusting cretins. I don't know how the word is said. Yeah, I am modeled after Mother Mary. Listen, sucking dick is fun. It is. It just is. If you enjoy it, listen, whatever you enjoy doing in the bedroom, as long as you are happy, you are having a good time, and you are not hurting anybody, that includes yourself and anybody else, do what you're doing. Guys, I always have to tell you one of my little mad stories from when I used to work at that TV station. Remember, there was a guy, so I used to work at this place, and I had to like moderate the content that was put through, and it was like a chat room thing, and there was like a phone line, and so I'd have to hear everyone's messages before I could put them through. And there was a man who used to dress up as a pixie and put on like satin knickers and skip around the house. Oh, and his voice message was literally just like, oh, I'm a fairy and I'm wearing pants. I'm not even taking the piss. That's exactly what he sounded like. So there was other guys that liked to fuck denim, one that liked to fuck sheepskin coats specifically. You know, there's loads of, I used to be there swapping makeup tips and like, oh my God, where did you get your stockings from, Larry? Like with all these different men, like women be like, I want to be your naughty little girl. There are so many things that people do in the bedroom that you will probably think like, oh my God, like the fucking water sports, people talking about pissing on each other and shit, and you scared of sucking a dick, bitch. You really scared of sucking a dick, bitch. It's fine. And I promise you, a lot of people suck dick. Like, it's very, 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 very common. And this is the other thing as well. Some of you have shitty friends, right? Because they will do all this show face. I don't do that. I don't do that. Behind the closed doors, they are doing it. They are just not telling you. Because they are there judging you. They are scared that you are going to judge them back. And especially your aunties and your mothers. Listen, at my old workplace, there was this, my boss was this Ghanaian woman, right? And she was like very, like, you know, religious, always trying to convert me, telling me that, you know, the devil is working on me. I loved her to death though. And I remember one time I used to like winding her off and talking about sex in front of her, right? And I was like, oh, I'm having problems riding. And I remember this woman every day she's talking to me about, thank God, thank Jesus, all of this stuff. She said to me, if you get tired when you are on top, all you have to do is you just play with the nipples and you suck. And I said, Auntie, is it? And she said, shut up, pretend I didn't tell you nothing. Listen, these people will lie. Okay? Every single man in Toronto claims that they don't eat pum. Meanwhile, they're all bowing up. Listen, man, I'm the most funny. There are so many times when I was younger. I mean, now it's different because, you know, going down on the girl is a bit more common. But I remember growing up, like, all of this, like, nah, man ain't no bullcat. Used to hear so much of that. And bruv, I think almost all of them put their mouth on my fanny. After they was giving big chat to their friends. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. She gave me tips, so don't listen to these women, please. If my friends do some of the things that go down in the bedroom, exactly, listen, as open as I am, there are things my friends don't know that I do. I said, bitch, I could tell you, but you'd be like, really, bitch? I mean, I'll probably tell them one day or something. But like, I like to try things. Not all things, but I like to try a lot of things. So, yeah, like, and listen, when you do things, and this is the other thing as well, regardless of how everyone is becoming so open and talking about their sex and stuff, it's not by force that you need to talk about your sex life. You can still do what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing, and you don't have to go and broadcast it to your brothers. It doesn't need to end up in the group chat if you don't want it to. Like, people are not entitled to your personal business. Okay? Right. Because let's be honest, how many of you here, and put up your hand if this is you, how many of you here tell your friends every single thing that you've done in the bedroom? And I mean every single thing. Even that one thing that you done that one time when you was drunk and it was a guy that you met and you knew that he wasn't going to tell nobody and he didn't know nobody that you knew, so you knew that it was safe to do this thing. Or your partner that you've been with for many years and you lot just got to that point in your relationship where you just doing shit for the sake of doing shit. Put up your hand if you tell your friends all the things you do. Because I'm trying to prove a point. And I want you to notice right now that as I can see, Nobody's putting up their hand. Cool. I'm going to go to the next question while you lot do not put up your hands. Is it I reveal 20%? Exactly. Everybody's doing nastiness. So enjoy the dick in your mouth. It's nice. Num 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 num. Eat it up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. What's another one to go to? Okay, so this person says that they are shy with their partner. Most things we go into hell together, so it's all good. But exactly, you see what I said? Like, you tell your friends most things, but you don't tell them everything. And that's fine. You don't have to, guys. Thank you. Okay, and what did I just read? Alright, being shy with your partner. Why are you shy with your partner? Because in my experience, because, you know, I've been shy, as we all know now, Scotty is disgusting. And there were loads of people that I was with that I just didn't feel comfortable. I think a majority of the guys that I've been with, I didn't feel comfortable exploring everything that, you know, I fantasized about in my head with them. And it's because, like I said, it's the whole comfortability thing. So maybe that's it. Maybe there's some kind of blockage between you and your feelings towards your partner where you don't feel comfortable enough to do certain things. It may not be him particularly. It could be, you know, as I said, you know, social condition. Sorry, I need to block bitch because I look shiny and it's, I know. It's so vain. But yeah, it might be a thing where, you know, society has made you feel like you're not allowed to like certain things. Or maybe, you know, you've heard him say certain things and it just makes you feel a bit weird. Because sometimes we come across partners like that. Like, we like them, they're lovely and stuff. But we know that if we show them that thing that we've been thinking about doing, they might start changing the way that they feel towards us. Oh, you're into feet? Exactly. People are into feet. Like, oh my God, sorry, you distracted me. I'm thinking about people doing things to my feet. Roasted. But yeah, like, my partner that I'm with now, because I'm very comfortable with him, I do the most. And remember, I forgot my age. I'm 33 now, right? And I lost my virginity when I was like 18. And I've been with him for about 5 years. Well, over 5 years now. So from like 27, like from 18 to 27, I didn't really explore any of my sexuality that way. Look out! She said slutting out a new, it's just because she said slutting out. Slutting out a new man is such a delicate art. This is the thing as well, like, oh, is this person being weird and asking to see my feet? Okay, you need to fuck off. How do you block? I always forget how to block people. Tap, pin, go live, report, hide live. Okay, they can go. And so I don't like when people come on here and be weird. That's very long for me. What was I saying? I had problems doing stuff and you said starting out, da da da. But yeah, what Ruby says, you should role play. Pretending it's someone else helps, apparently. I've heard that as well. That role playing helps. But yeah, like, what are you into? And this is the other thing as well. Like, you know, guys, people want to have good and new and exciting sex. And what you want to do is probably not even going to put him off too tough. I think if there are things that you want to try, or even if it's just like stuff like initiating sex, like just take baby steps. Like maybe just start with kissing or something, and then, you know, kissing can lead to things. Or do what I do. I just put my hand on their dick and just, how you doing? Let's go. Wake up. But yeah, don't feel weird about stuff, because people want to be approached, and like your partner wants you to touch them, and they want you to kiss on them, and they want you to share those little freaky things that you want to do. Listen, when guys get little freaky girlfriends here, I mean, some of them get scared, but they like it because they want to do some new shit. That also brings me on to another question that leads on well from this. Where was it? Here we go. So one girl wrote in that her sexual shame thing is being so sexual that most can't take it. Sis, I know your pain. Listen, I think the thing is, right, is, thank you, darling. It's not that they can't take it, right, but I think especially for a lot of people, they're conditioned to think that, you know, oh, women are so mild and meek, and, you know, I am the conqueror. I am going to put all of my penis on her forehead. Ha ha ha. Like, and then when you're like, yes, put your penis on my forehead, they're like, whoa, what? What do you mean? You're not supposed to like this. I'm supposed to be the conqueror here. It's like, no. I think people that get scared of you sexually, they're just not for you. And I don't think that is anything for you to be ashamed of. As I said, like, I do very kinky things with Mister. And sometimes he says to me, like, oh, you're out of control. There's 10 sex toys going on at the same time. I'm like, suck it up, let's go. But yeah, like, sex is meant to be fun. And if you have like a high sex drive as well, it's okay to just go for it. Obviously, you have to respect people's boundaries. Like let's not get it twisted. If they're saying, listen, it's too much, or sometimes they get scared because they can't get it up again. You just had sex, you want sex again. They're like, let me breathe, let me rest. No, wake up. Do you know what? Yeah, that's not even like a joke. I remember one time, we were having sex, and but we finished, and then I was on the floor. I don't know why I was doing it. I was on the floor and I had all these sex toys around me, and I was like using several of them all on me. And he was like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, so I've answered that question. Let me go to the next one because we have, oh my god, we got 10 minutes left. Okay. Right, so I've answered one about weight already. Someone says that their sexual shame, okay, so this is like another good lead on, is not being adventurous. I did a post last week about it being okay to just be into vanilla sex. Guys, I don't care what Pop That Pussy song you listen to and how much twerking and listening to She Could Suck a Dick from the Back and all this shit. It's really okay. It's really okay to like vanilla sex. It's really fine. You do not have to be hanging from the ceiling, swinging testicles between your nipples, bitch. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm just trying to illustrate my point. Okay? If you're not adventurous and you don't want to be, you do not have to be. Like, I think we made a comment earlier about it being about quality. If the quality of your vanilla sex is top tier, that's fine. Like, if you are really good at going on top, that's fantastic, bitch. You know how many lazy hoes don't even go on top? They don't even look on top. What is on top? I don't understand that. I like my back. Maybe on all fours. That's it. You might get a side profile. What is on top? You know, like, if you're good at giving hand jobs and blow jobs, or what else is there to do in vanilla sex? Or just different positions in different locations, or do you get what I mean? Like in your house locations, not like outside. But it's okay. You don't have to be adventurous. You really don't. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying yourself. All right. What's another one? Okay, this one I thought was interesting as well. So this person is ashamed, their sexual shame, or like their worry is about not being tight enough. I also did a post on this as well. I'll put the posts up after the live, as I always do in my IG stories. Babes, listen. Guys like to chat shit about, oh, women are her fanny is loose. No, it's not. It's not loose. Your dick is small. You don't have girth. You don't have girth, babes. Listen. Vaginas are elastic. No matter what you do, they will snap back into place, bitch. Even if you have a baby, they will snap back into place. And the amount of sex you have, like, remember in the post I said, like, you could take 100 dicks in a day and your vagina would still be tight. If you want to get it tighter, You should be doing your Kegel exercises, and I tell you a lot about this every week as well. Do your motherfucking Kegel exercises. I have a post about that. I will put that up too. Okay, like and what your Kegel exercises are, basically the muscles that you use to pee, that clench and release thing. That's what you should be doing at least like 2 to 3 times a day. Do that 10 times. As I said, I'll put the post up. But yeah, if you want it tighter, you can do that. But dicks are not going to make you loose, and the guys that tried to pull you loose, they don't have the girth to fill you. So the question is not, are you tight enough? The question is, are they big enough? Just say it. And this is not to dick shame, okay? I just want to clear that up. I'm just letting you lot know that it's not your fanny, okay? Vaginas are elastic. They will always snap back. They will loosen with age, and when I say age, I mean like when you're reaching like menopause ages and your skin just loses elasticity. Like you start getting like bare wrinkles, and you know everything's just going to shit now. Your life is over. Your life is not over. Life is still there when you're older, but you get what I mean. Your fanny is fine. Right, which one haven't I done yet? Okay. Alright, so trigger warning. This is kind of sexual assault. Not really. But it is. But yeah, just trigger warning. It's small dick energy to complain about vaginal tightness. Thank you, Katie. Small dick energy. Okay, so this woman has written in, I'm too scared to give head because the first time I ever did, I was forced and pushed down to do it, and I can't forget. If you have sexual trauma in that area, first of all, you take as much time as you need to make sure that you can get back to a place where you are comfortable to do such things if you want to. If you don't, that is completely fine. What I would recommend, and I recommend this to you a lot when you come up with these sort of questions around sexual trauma, is look into seeing a psychosexual therapist to help you work through that stuff. And also, you know, having sex with partners that you are comfortable with, making sure that you state your boundaries and that they respect your boundaries. You know, consent is not a suggestion. Let's just put it out. It's not a suggestion. It's mandatory. If I say I don't want to do that, you need to hear that I said I don't want to do that, and that's it. There's no, oh yeah, but shut up. That's it. Shh. Quiet. Okay. But I'm sorry that happened to you. I think that happens to, I mean, like the first time I gave head, like I wasn't forced into it, but like my partner at the time, because I just didn't do it because I was like, hey, that's for skets. And I gave the worst head in the world, by the way. I just want you to know that I was proud of myself for doing it, even though it was terrible. But like, you know, oh yeah, but everybody gives head now. No. And you know, sort of that kind of complaining stuff. So I was like, oh, fine, I'll do it. And I remember, like me, I'm such a baby. I was like, I put the bin next. I put the bin next to me, right? And every time I put my mouth on, I was spitting it in the bin. I was like, why did it taste like that? There's stuff coming out. Like, and then you know when they start getting frustrated, they try to push it. They're like, don't do that. Like, it was so bad, but now I love it. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, you take it at your pace and you set your boundaries. And guys, I tell you, I'm so fucking extra. And yeah, make sure that you're with someone that you are comfortable with and that they respect your boundaries. Okay, we've got about 4 minutes left. So, and you'll have sent me questions in here as well. Yes, in the bin. He did ask again. You think men care? He's like, okay, we've got past stage 1. Her mouth is on it. And then I became like the goddess of dick sucking. I did it. Alright, done that one. I've answered an anal one already. They're kind of the same. Okay, what I'm gonna do, numbers, so okay, okay, this girl has written in that her shame is that she has difficulty orgasming. Now, if you don't have watched enough of my lives, or even just my Instagram posts, my videos on my YouTube channel, my blog posts, almost every woman has difficulty orgasming. And this, I'm speaking about through partnered sex. 75 to 80% of women do not orgasm from penetrative sex. And that's why it's something called the orgasm gap. Okay, so what you go through is very normal. I always recommend to you guys to touch yourselves, like enjoy your bodies, and you know, explore with sex toys and stuff. I mean, you don't have to explore with sex toys. I'm not here to like push products to you or whatever, but you know, sex toys are a great way to discover new things, especially like to experiment with penetration and stuff like that, like of your own accord, rather than somebody being on top of you and be like, oh my god, there's a dick in me, okay, I need to come at some point. Should I come now? I'm gonna pretend to come. Oh my god, this is great. No, it's not really. Do you get what I mean? If you're struggling to orgasm by yourself, I think that is something that is deeper, that is a mental block of some form, and you know, which is why this whole conversation here, and by the way guys, this entire live is going to be available in my IGTV if you are new here. All of them are always there. But yeah, that's why this conversation is good, because a lot of these things that we are ashamed of normally play on our minds and play into us not being able to orgasm and the such. Oh my god, we have 2 minutes left. Okay, I'm going to answer one question from here. Okay. You used to pretend all the time to make your ex-partner feel good. And listen, we've all faked an orgasm at some point. Some queens have not. There are very few queens that have not faked orgasm, but most of us have, because we just feel like we have to, because we watch porn and the girls always come there and, okay, well maybe if I come now. Or sometimes, you know, you do it to make them hurry up because they've been pumping for long. Have you come yet? Ah, my god, yes! Get off me, bro. Like, it's dry now. There's friction in the vagina. You're still here. Please leave. You have to evict them. Oh my god! Okay. Right, one question from here. Okay, so libido change during long-term relationships, late teens into mid-20s. Right, so libido change is very normal and it's nothing to be ashamed of. Men and women peak at different times. So men tend to peak around like their late teens, early 20s, like that's the height of their sexuality. And then women, it can be like sort of mid-20s, like early 30s when you reach your sexual peak, and then it may go down. And also guys, also remember that we are also in the middle of a pandemic, and that has an effect on our stress levels. And when, or just like not even pandemic, when you are stressed, you know, your libido will change for different things. Your diet will make your libido change. Just, there are so many things that contribute towards it. If you would like to get a higher libido, you can try, obviously, change your diet, meditation, get less stress, do more things that you enjoy. Maybe go on dates with your partner, because sometimes, listen, your partners can be annoying sometimes, and they're the reason that your libido has dropped, because they're just jarring. You love them, but they're fucking jarring. Things that you can invest in are things like maca root. That's supposed to be really good for libido. You can buy it in like a powder form and stuff, and like mix it into your smoothies and whatnot. Oh my god, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, I have to go, because otherwise this thing won't let me upload to IGTV. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, I am running the Between the Sheets Couples Workshop on the 4th of May. If you want tickets, the link is in my bio. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I've enjoyed having you. This has been very fun. But yes, I'm going to do more work now. So I will see you later. Okay, goodbye.